The Nike Foamposite Galaxies are back and they're better than ever. If it's your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay here, and in today's video, we're gonna be checking out the Nike Foamposite Galaxies. First things first, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Whatnot. Whatnot is a live streaming platform where it allows you to bid on items. They got shoes, clothes, Pokemon cards, etc., etc. They basically got everything on the app. If you use my link down below to sign up, you'll get $15 credit for free, and you don't even have to spend it on my stream. But I will say my streams are pretty lit. On the last stream, I gave away a free $600 tint job, sponsored by my homie OJ Tint Studio, and we're constantly giving stuff away on stream. So if y'all don't have the app downloaded yet, make sure to hit that link down below in the description, and I'll see you guys this weekend. But let's get right back into the shoes. We have the Nike Galaxy Foamposites. This shoe is pretty nostalgic for me. I was a sophomore when these last released in 2012. And man, I can't believe that it's already been, what, 13 years? I gotta say, time flies, man. Let's go ahead and start with the box. We have our black Nike box with the Galaxy print all over the front of the box, looking super nice. I love it when Nike incorporates part of the design theme on the exterior of the box. I think that's a good touch. For the size tag, it reads Air Foamposite 1 QS. QS is for Quick Strike, and the colorway is Obsidian, Anthracite, and Black. I went with the size 10. A lot of people say go up half a size for Foamposites because they do feel a little snug on feet, but this shoe is supposed to mold to your feet as you wear them. Now the Foamposite is a very simple shoe. If you've been collecting sneakers for a while, you already know about the Foamposites. I remember back in high school, I thought that these were the ugliest looking shoes until I started getting more into shoes and understanding that just because they're different and they look different, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So my top 5 foam colorways have to be the Galaxy Foamposites, the red metallic joints, of course the OG Royal Blues. I used to have the Gone Fishings back in the day, and let me think of one more that I really wanted. The lime green Foamposite Pros with a big check on the side. For some reason, those look super dope to me. Now, although I grew a liking to this sneaker right here, and I did have a fair share of them back in the day, I never really wore them. These were basically one of those shoes that I would keep in my collection just to admire, but would never really wear. I thought this shoe was pretty hard to wear for me, and I didn't know how to style them. But back then, Nike basketball was popping. We had the LeBron 9 Big Bangs, the KD 4 Galaxies, some other iterations of a Galaxy themed sneaker, such as the Kobe 7 Galaxies. Those were the days. That was like top tier, prime Nike basketball. And I have a good feeling about 2025. So a little background story about how I got this pair right here was All-Star Weekend, Bay Area, San Francisco. Of course, there were a bunch of activations, a bunch of sneaker drops, and I saw that the Foamposites were releasing at Foot Locker. Now, I think the Foot Locker in SF was a newer store, so they had the Galaxies available on the Foot Locker app, and I went ahead and entered the raffle, but I added an extra 40 head starts. I've been buying shoes on there for a long time, so I have crazy rewards points. So I was like, what are the chances that I'm actually going to win a pair if I don't add a head starts? Let me add some head starts here, and I think we could get talking. So that is how I won this pair right here. And on the day that I went to pick them up, the line was deep. I think it was about 3 blocks, but it was wrapping around each block. And I feel like it could have been a little bit more organized because people that had a reservation and they were just going in to pick up a shoe were in the same line as anyone else that was going in to just go ahead and shop. So in my opinion, it would have made sense to have a separate line where if you're just walking in, picking up a shoe, you could go in and dip. And if you want to shop, then you wait in line, but everybody was in the same line. So your boy waited about 3 hours to get this pair right here. And I think that's the longest that I've ever waited for a pair of shoes. I've never camped out. I just didn't see the value in trading my time for something like that, especially a camp out, because camp outs are crazy long. But if y'all were around for All-Star Weekend, you know that the vibes were immaculate. They were top tier. I was bumping into a lot of the homies that have been into sneakers for the longest time, a lot of people that I haven't seen in a minute, and they're just walking around, roaming on the streets. And I said, what's up? Chopped it up with a lot of them. So I think seeing all the homies in the sneaker culture, especially around here, and just bumping into people randomly, I think that was the first time where I felt like, wow, the community is here. Like, we're all here together. So that's how I picked them up. But y'all know, 2012, that was a long time ago, and the release was a lot different back then. They released on All-Star Weekend in Florida, and a lot of malls got shut down because it started getting a little too crazy. But it's good to see in 2025 that, yes, it does get crazy, but it's not too bad. I don't think anyone got hurt on this release, not that I heard of. So that's always good. Getting back into the shoe, we have the herringbone tractioning all on the bottom, and we also have the infamous glow in the dark sole. One of my favorite parts about getting a shoe with carbon fiber on the shank plate is to do this. You already know. Okay, yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're not fake. Okay, we good. What a nostalgic piece of sneaker history. I think this is one of those shoes that, for the newer generation that's getting into sneakers, like the newer sneakerheads, they wouldn't be able to appreciate something like this. At first glance, they're gonna think what I thought back in the day, like these things are super ugly, I would never wear them. But for a lot of people that have been collecting and they've been in the game for a long time, y'all remember when these came out, y'all remember how hard it was to get it and also how expensive it was. And we finally have the chance to relive it 10 plus years later as an adult. So I think that's super cool of Nike, and I think that's also maybe an introduction of some more heat that we might see in the next few years. Since we're starting to see heat like this, kind of retro and come back, I would really love to see the full Nike SB collection come back, bro. Return of the Nike SBs, all of the fire colorways, that I think would be amazing. I mean, we've seen it with the Tiffany's. They didn't necessarily release the Tiffany Dunk lows, but when they retroed them, they made the Tiffany Dunk highs. And I think Nike's onto something. I have a good feeling about Nike, man. But with all that being said, I want to hear what you guys think about the sneaker culture. Were you able to get this pair right here? Was it tough for you? Resale right now is about $420 if I'm not mistaken. I will have a link down below to the YouTube shopping tab where you guys could go ahead and check it out. Even these at like $430, I will admit that is a lot of money, but it's not as much as what these were pushing back in the day. So even if you weren't able to hit for retail, I think it's still somewhat doable. Even if you sell a couple shoes to be able to get a pair of these, just for nostalgia purposes, I think that's pretty cool. But you guys let me know what you think about the Nike Foamposite Galaxies in the comments section down below. Sneakers are back in 2025, man, and the vibes are immaculate as always. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I just wanted to do this quick review just to show you the quick pickup that I got. I was also able to get a couple other shoes from All-Star Weekend, but I'll save those for you for the next video. If y'all aren't following me on Instagram yet, make sure to hit that follow at Sneakerhead in the Bay. That's where I post all of my updates. And also make sure to check out my store, shopsotopia.com. That's where you can find all custom goods, sneakers on there, and some other things. So I'll see you guys very soon for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.